ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। So we are reading from 10th Canto, chapter 50, verse number 1. We just completed the previous chapter where Akrura was sent to Hastinapur by Sri Krishna to get the news about the Pandavas, how they are doing, because their father has died and they were still young under the care of their uncle Dhritarashtra. So Akrura came, he saw, and he learned that Dhritarashtra was mistreating them. Then he tried to give some advice to Akrura, to Dhritarashtra, but Dhritarashtra politely refused to take the advice. Pandavas were not being treated properly by Dhritarashtra, their uncle. So Akrura gave some lecture to him that as a king, as an uncle, he should not be biased towards them. But he said that what can I do? Nothing sticks in my heart because of my raga for my sons. Your advice is good, it's like nectar, but it does not stay. It spills over. So I cannot help whatever God wants. He has taken birth to remove the burden of the earth. So it's up to him. If he wants me to change, he should change me from inside and not send you here. So he's giving me advice through you from outside, but inside he's not doing anything. So he will not change. And the first sloka says, Asti praptischa kamsasya mahishyav bhartarshava mritay bhartari dukkharte iyatuhu sma piturge grihan. That Kamsa had two queens, Asti and Prapti, and they were sisters. It's a good arrangement. Both sisters are together with father and then together with husband. Otherwise sisters go separate, they go in different places. So it is fortunate to be like that. Not together. They're fighting before, fighting later. Otherwise you have to find another person to fight. So now you're already used to that. You already know what the other person will say, what they will do. You're used to it. Likes, dislikes. So these two queens, they were daughter of King Jarasandha. And when Kamsa was killed by Sri Krishna, then they became very distressful because obviously they lost their husband. Such a powerful, great husband, and you lose. So for other people he may be a terror, but for them he was their husband. And very kind, compassionate, taking care of them. So there is no mention if they did not have any children actually, which was also a relief. Otherwise that would be another problem. So then they went to their father's kingdom, Jarasandha, which was in Bihar, quite far from here. Pitu Grihan. And obviously they went there to complain against this young boy who just appeared suddenly and then killed him. He is supposed to be the nephew, right? Kamsa was his uncle. So he did not care for his aunts and killed the husband. So the names are very interesting. The name of the queens of Kamsa were Asti and Prapti. So everybody knows the meaning of Asti. Asti means age. And Prapti, you also know Prapti. Prapti means which you want to attain. So this is what actually life is all about. Asuric life especially. Kamsa means a killer. In Hindi you have the word Kasai. Have you heard Kasai? Kasai means butcher. It comes from the same, Kamsa, Kasai. So he was very proud person. He has defeated Jarasandha also. That's why Jarasandha gave his two daughters to him in marriage. Kamsa was very, very powerful. And he is very egoistic. So those people who are egoistic, they are very proud of what they have and what they will have. That is the meaning of Asti and Prapti. Idam adhyam ayalabdham, idam prapse manoratham, idam asti idam pi me bhavishyati punardhanam, asau maya hate satru hanisya aparanapi, Ishvaro ham bhogi, siddho ham balvan sukhi. And this is the asuric characteristic described by Sri Krishna. So what is he saying there? Idam asti, the same word is used, that this I have, and idam prapsase, and this I will attain, prapti. You see these two words being used by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, they are his two wives. So that is the personality of Kamsa, that idam asti and idam me bhavishyati, prapse manoratham, idam adya maya labdham, idam, this today I have attained and this I will attain. This I have, idam asti, and idam me bhavishyati, this will be mine. Asau maya hata satru, I have killed this enemy and I will kill the other one also. So this is what Kamsa's life is described in three words: Kamsa, Asti, Prapti. So this is their life, rotates like that. I have this much and this much I want, I have this, and they are never satisfied with that. So now the person, the agent who is trying to get and who has, if that goes away, then what the possessions will do? They have no master, they are lost. So therefore they are crying, to whom do we belong now? So they go back to the Father. So that's why they say that Mrite Bhartari Dukkharte. So full of distress. Iyat usme putur grihan. So grihan is used in plural instead of singular. And to houses means big house. And then what did they do? They gave the news to him. News was not obviously telling immediately, there was no telephone call, nothing. You have to physically go there to deliver the news. Unless you have pigeons. We also used pigeons in the past to send messages. They will write and tie it to their leg and leave the pigeon to fly. So Pitre Magad Rajaya Jarasandhaya Dukkhite Vedyam Chakrutu Sarvam Atma Vedhavya Karanam. So they went and then they complained to their father. Who is the father? Magad Raja. He is the king of Magad, the modern day Bihar state. And Jarasandha. So he was also Jarasandha. He was old age. Means he will also smash you with taking your strength. Jarasandhi. Sandhi means bones. Sandhi means joints. When your joints in the old age, how they feel. So Jarasandha Dukkhita. So they were very dukkhita, they were very unhappy, sad. So they reported to him, Vedayam Chakratu. They reported everything what has happened, how Krishna came, how he killed. And obviously they will give their side of the story. They are not going to tell that Kamsa actually did all these atrocities on Vasudeva and Devaki and killed 6 sons and put them in prison and then tried to kill Krishna by sending so many. That all this they will not tell. They say, well, he came and this was a wrestling match and Kamsa was sitting on a big throne watching it, and then suddenly these people jumped up and killed him. So they reported this. Sarvam Atma Vedhavya Karanam. So the cause of their widowhood, Vedhavya, Vidhava. So Vidhava means widow. You see the word widow, Vidhava? Quite close, right? Cognate. So Dhava means husband, and Vidhava means without husband. That's what it means. And Vedavya is a Vidvaya Bhava Vedavya. Nyat Pratyaya Tadhit coming soon. Then you will know how the words are made in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is a word industry. No other language has that many words. It has unlimited words. Cannot count. So Vedavya Karanam, the cause of their widowhood, they offered the news. Satadapriyam akarnya shokamarshayuto nripa ayadvim mahim kartum chakre paramamudyamam. So when he heard this unpleasant news, apriyam akarnya, so first he felt grief because his son-in-law was killed and the daughters became widow. So he was full of grief, and then from that he got very angry. So grief because of the death or killing of Kamsa, and anger on the killer of Kamsa. So then he said, I'm going to make this earth a Yadavi. So Yadavas are the family members of Krishna, including himself. So he said, I will make the whole planet Earth free from Yadavas. There will be not one Yadava remaining. This is what I will do. So one person makes mistake, and then everybody. This is called collective karma. There is individual karma and collective karma. If you are born in a particular family, you are also involved in their karma. Something happens to family member, you also feel shoka, amarsha. And similarly, if you are born in a particular state, particular country, particular planet, then you get some karma for that. You are born in a particular jati. So somebody who is a Yadava, he may be living 200 kilometers away, but he says, I will make this earth free from Yadavas. I will kill all the Yadavas. Ayadavim mahim kartum chakre paramudyam. This is what he decided. So now for that he made Udyama. It is not easy to make the earth free from Yadavas. So he collected all the kings nearby and he says, bring all your armies and we have to attack Mathura. So first his plan was to attack Mathura and kill all the Mathura Yadavas there, and then go around killing Yadavas. Just like Parsuram was killing all the Kshatriyas, although it is one Kshatriya who made a mistake. But all other Kshatriyas has to pay the price. And that also not once, but 27 times. Once was not enough. It's like some good performance, you say, somebody does a good performance, then you say once more. So Parsuram was giving a good performance with his axe chopping off. So people said once more, and he went on doing it 27 times. So he's trying that now. So how much army he got? He says, Akshoni bhir vimstya tisri bhischapi samvritaha yadurajadhanim mathuram nirunadha sarvatodisham. So he got 23 Akshoni of Senam army. The total army of Kurukshetra was 18 Akshoni. One Akshoni is 65,200 elephants and some 1,20,000 chariots, and that many chariots and some horse, 85,000, something like that. So he got all this army. So one Akshoni is 1 lakh, means 109,350 are the infantry, 65,610 horses, 21,800 elephants, and chariot also, I think 65,000. So this is called Vanakshani, and he has 23, more than the army of the Kauravas and Pandavas combined together. Out of he himself had 3 Akshani and 20 he gathered. So it was not difficult to get people for fighting in olden days, because there was not much to do. So you go to Kshatriyas, he says, "You want to fight?" He says, "Yeah, why not? Because I'm free." So they will just join. That's how they came for Kurukshetra. It was like a party, some practice fighting, but they get killed in the process, no problem. So he got 23. Akshani bhir vinstyat tishri bhis chapi samvrita. Big amount, It's like 2.3 million people coming, marching all the way. How much food they will need? And they have to carry it with them. Elephants walking. How much food one elephant needs? So now one Akshani has got 65,000 elephants. Multiply that by 23. That many elephants, wherever they will walk, they will make the ground plain. Eat up everything. So it's unimaginable. So they must have taken months to arrive here from there. So they reached Mathura, and then what did they do? They surrounded it from all 4 sides. Because in the olden days the cities were like inside the fort. Like if you go to Jaipur, there is Jaipur fort. If you go to Delhi, there is a Delhi fort. If you go to Agra, there is Agra fort. So actually the city used to be inside that. The king has his palace and people are living. And then there will be generally 4 gates on 4 directions to get out of the city, otherwise you are inside. Because it is protected if someone attacks you. So generally the enemy, what they will do, they will surround it from all sides and cut all the ration. Nothing can go inside. So how long are you going to stay there? Finally you have to come out, fight. If you don't want to come out, you will starve inside. So that's what he did. So obviously Mathura certainly did not have that much population, as much army he brought there. And they're camping outside. So Nirunat Sarvato Disham. So he cordoned it from all 4 sides. Army, elephants, horses, infantry. So Sri Vishnath Chakravarti does not write any commentary, he just gives this summary. Dasmasya purvardhe anugrinat medhim yatha parardhe pigrinatu tatha Shri Gurave Namaha. So he says that I bow down to my Guru, by whose grace I have written commentary on the first half of the 10th canto. First half is not half in the sense of half in the number, because there are 90 chapters and we already did 49. But it means first part. And parardhe api grinatu. So may he also bless me so that I can also write commentary on the second part of the 10th canto. And panchashattame ishopi vijitvapi jarasutam dvarakam sajanam ninye tadbhityashtadashe mridhe. So what is described in this chapter, in 50th chapter, is that although Krishna Ishopi, although he is Ishvara, and although he has defeated Jarasandha, Still he ran away from here out of fear of Jarasandha. Taking everybody out to Dwarka. So as we will read, his policy was that when Jarasandha will come, so he will come with a big army, and then Krishna will come out with Balaram and he will kill everybody. But he will spare Jarasandha. He will not kill him. So then Jarasandha will go back and then he will again gather more army and he will come back again. So then Krishna will kill again. So this way he was killing, just staying in his own place. Otherwise he has to run around so many places to kill so many people. These are all Asuric people. And he came to relieve the earth of its burden. So just like when he was in Vraja, he did not go anywhere. People came to him, all these Bakasura, Aghasura. So he took care of them. Like that Jarasandha, he would spare Jarasandha every time. And Jarasandha came 18 times. He was also relentless. So he forgot that he wants to remove the Yadavas from earth, but he got everyone else removed from earth. So when he came 18th time, then Krishna ran away from here. And he has to go back. And later on, it is Bhima who will kill him. And the yajna was done for. So he spared him. He says, you go gather more people. And the reason is also given that Jarasandha was although Asuric in one way because he was opposing to Krishna, but he was very devoted to the Brahmanas and Sadhus. So he had the blessings of the Brahmanas. And therefore Krishna would spare him just to keep the honor of the Brahmanas. Otherwise people will think these Brahmanas blessed him and he got killed. So Krishna is also called Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahman Hitaya Cha. So out of respect for Brahmanas, he would not kill them. Because Jarasandha will do yajna, he will invite all the Brahmanas, he will give them charity, he will take their blessing. He was a pious person from that sense. And then, but he would attack Krishna. So he spared him. And then Bhima will fight with him. So this is what will be described here in this chapter. And also it does not mention Kaliyavan. That's another person who will come there. So Niriksha Tadvalam Krishna Udvelam Iva Sagaram Swapuram Tena Samruddham Swajanam Cha Bhayakulam. So Krishna saw his army, his power, which was just like overflowing ocean. So when he came, he went on the roof. From there, he saw army all around. He said, oh my God, it's just like an ocean. Udvelam iva sagaram. And Swapuram tena samruddham. He saw that his city was completely surrounded by them. And he also saw that people were terrified. They became very fearful. What will happen now? This army comes inside. Chintayamasa Bhagwan Hari Karanamanusaha Taddesa Kala Anugunam Svavatara Prayojanam. So then Bhagwan Sri Hari, he thought what should be done, or he became full of chinta because he is Karana Purusha. He is the person who is the cause of everything. So he thought, okay, what is to be done now? And Taddes Kala Anugunam Swavatara Prayojanam. See, so he thought about the time and the place and what is the best thing to do in the present situation. And he also remembered the prayojana, the purpose of his appearance, why he has appeared on earth, which means he has to kill people. So, Swavatara Prayojanam. So this is what he thought. Hanishyami balam hi etad bhuvi bharam samahitam magadena samanitam vashyanam sarvabhubhajam. So he said that I am going to kill all these people. It's a lot of killing. It's amazing how many people he will kill. So he says, Hanishyami balam hi etad bhuvi bharam samahitam, because this is a burden to the earth. So I will make the earth light. And Magadhena samanitam Vashyanam sarvabhubhajam. He says they have been brought here by the Magadha, which means the king of Magad, Jarasandha, and Vashyanam sarvabhubhajam. And he has also brought all the kings who are under his control. So one powerful person has got many followers, and followers are also of same nature as he is. They are also doing his Jai, Jai, right? They must be shouting Jai Jarasandha, Jai Jarasandha. So, yeah, you can imagine that, how people chant, make songs, clap, dance, all these things. When crowd becomes together, they get more strength. One person alone is not having that much courage. But when 10 people of same nature get together, their courage comes out. It's a Uddipan Vibhav, the crowd mentality, mob. And they can do things. So they were all chanting and shouting against the Yadavas, down with the Yadavas, down with the Yadavas. Right? Against Krishna. At least they were doing some chanting of Krishna's names. Even with the wrong intention. But some kirtan was there. You must be shouting, Krishna, come out, we'll see you, come out. Let's see how powerful. Krishna says, wait. Why are you in such a hurry? I know you are going to Yamraj. Sakshonibhi samakhyatam bhatashvarat kunjaraihi magadastu nahantavyo bhuya karta balodyamam. So this is what he thought. He says that Krishna has this Magadharaj, the king of Magad Bihar, has come along with many Akshoni of Sena, 23 as it was said, Sankhyatam. It contains Bhata, Ashva, Ratha and Kunjara. So previously in India, army used to have 4 divisions. Therefore it was called Chaturangani, having 4 parts. So one is infantry, then cavalier, horses, then elephant. This was specialty of Indian army, nowhere else. Nowhere else people knew how to tame the elephants and make them fight. These elephants were very ferocious. They will attack the enemy and smash them with their legs, with their trunk, everything. And then chariots, which was common all over the world, fighting with chariot horses. So Magadastu Hantavyo Bhuya Karta Balodhyama. But he said that I will not kill this Magadharaj, Jarasandha. He planned it. See, this is Niti. Why he says Karta Balodhyam? That he will again bring army. So he was very confident that I will kill all these people, then I will send him back, and then when he comes again, then I will kill again. So that's what he planned. So there is little commentary. Udvelam Vela Velatas tirad api udgatam langitam maryadam ityartha. So Udvelam, Vela means the beach, bank. So that which has gone beyond the bank of the ocean, or that is called Udvela. So it appeared, the whole army appeared as if ocean is overflowing, let us tsunami has come. Water is going around. Langit Maryada. Generally the ocean does not leave its limits, but it appeared like that. Nanu kimanena chintayamasa tatra nahi nahi itya. So then he says that, was Krishna worried about it when he saw so much army? So he says no, he was not worried. Why? Because he is Karana Purusha. So Sarva Karana Sarupa, he is the cause of all causes. What can cause him to worry? He can give worry to everybody. So Mahamaheshwarascha asau Manusascha. So he is the Supreme Lord and also Manushya in the human form. Tachintana Maha Chaturbhi. Then in the next 4 slokas, it is described what he deliberated, what he planned. Balam Sanyam Tadartham Udyamam Karta Karishyati. So his plan was that he will not kill Jarasandha, so that Jarasandha will go again and get more people for him. So then Jarasandha will help in removing the burden, because he will get all the Asuric people with him. So a lot of people came to fight, including from Hastinapur, some people came. It's interesting, as I said, that Kshatriyas were just happy to fight. Labhante yuddham Sukhina Kshatriya Partha Labhante yuddham idrisham. Krishna says Kshatriyas are happy when they get an opportunity to fight like this. So this was one way to control the population. Keep them inspiring to fight. So they fight. Etadartha avtaroyam bhubhara haranaya me sanrakshanaya sadhunam kritonyesam vadhaya cha. So Krishna said that my avatara is for this purpose only, to remove the burden of the earth, to protect the sadhus and kill those who are not sadhus. So these are 2 purposes of Krishna. So dharma sansthapanartha yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. So he paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. So out of this paritranaya sadhunam, or protecting dharma and destroying adharma, it is more important to destroy adharma than to establish dharma. Because if adharma is not destroyed and you establish dharma, this adharma will keep on destroying. But if adharma is destroyed, then what? People are naturally going to be good. So therefore it is very important to take care of the adharma. Generally people think other way around, if we are dharmic, then adharma will be taken care. It is not like that. So he does that. So therefore he says, samrakshanaya sadhunam krita anyasam vadhaya cha. So killing also goes along with it. And that's very important. Anyopi dharma rakshayai deha sambhriyate maya viramayapya dharmasya kale prabhavatah kochit. So he says that for protecting dharma, I also accept some other forms like Ramchandra, Varaha, etc. and viramaya api adharmasya, and I also come to put a stop to the adharma. Kale prabhavatah kvachit. Because this adharma, it manifests in due course of time. People naturally become adharmic. Because to follow dharma, you have to practice certain principles. And generally people are not inspired for that unless you are a very sattvic person. So then it grows. Evam dhyayati govinde akashat suryavarchasau rathau upasthitau sadya sasutau saparichadau. So when Sri Govinda was thinking in this way, Govinda means the protector of the earth, Go means earth. So then from the sky, 2 chariots came. So he did not have a chariot with him. So now the chariots appeared for him from the sky, which were effulgent like sun. And they also had the drivers on them. Daruka is his driver. And saparichadav, and all the material which is needed for fighting. So then the 2 chariots came down. What was there? Ayudhani cha divyani puranani yadrichaya drishtva tani hrishikesa sankarshanam athabravit. So the chariots were not just for some picnic. They were all laid with various weapons like his sword, sarang, what is called Nandaka, and his bow, Sharanga, his chakra. So all these things, weapons, they all appeared there. Divyani, Puranani, divine and old means they have been with him, Yadrichaya. So they came by themselves. Because these weapons are also living beings. So they understand his mood. The best servant is the one who does without being told. So, uttamas chintitam kuryat protkari tu madhyama. And adhamo shraddhaya kuryat and akarta ucharitam pitu. So the best servant is one who does when he knows your intention without you saying it. So the weapons, they are best devotees. They are all servants. So when they understood that Krishna wants to fight now, so they came. And proktakari tu madhyama, the second type of servant is who does what he is told to do, he does it very nicely. And the lower class is one who does it begrudgingly. And the fourth type doesn't do. So these are the 4 types of servants. So first one is the best. So these weapons, they are the topmost servants of Bhagavan. So they came. Ayudhani cha divyani puranani yadrichaya. So just because he was thinking, evam dhyayati Govinda, he was thinking, they appeared immediately. And then drishtva tani hrishikesha sankarshanam athabravit. So when Krishna saw these 2 chariots coming there, full of weapons, driver, everything, then he spoke to Balram as follows. Because there are 2 chariots, one for him, one for Balram. Etadartha avatara krita artham vivranoti bhuvara. So for the reason for which he has taken his avatara, that is, he is describing bhubhara harnaya. Anyasham asadhunam, anyasham means asadhus, so he kills the sadhus. Anyopi deho varahadi, he also manifests or accepts other forms such as varaha. upastitau tadichaya eva vaikunthadatya nikte stitau. So upastitau means that these weapons, they became present there. They appeared from Vaikuntha and they came and stood next to them by his wish, because he wanted to fight now. So this is the end of verse number 12, and we'll stop here if there is any question to ask. Yeah.
I'm curious about how, maybe you could help me understand how, like when the Kshatriyas died in the war, and then how did they talk about it to the kids? Like, how would they explain to the kids about death, like where their dad was?
They died in the battle.
But then the kids would probably have questions, like how would they talk to kids about death if the kid's like 5 or 7 or 10?
They'll talk just like I'm talking. And they went to the battle and they died there. It's common for them.
So it would be accepted because it's so common that it's happening, and so the kid probably wouldn't even cry. They would be like, oh, the same thing as like, oh, my dad went to work or something. It
is like a yajna for them. They go to heaven.
So it's just a normal part of the culture and the life. It's not a sad thing. And the wife, would the wife cry?
That's why they are also ready to die.
So they've grown up with it, and so they think it's exciting.
Yeah, anybody can die anytime there. So they're trained from their childhood like that.
And then at what point do they teach more about, like, the body's just a dress and all that?
When they study, it's not that somebody is teaching whom. It comes all in the education.
Okay. In their at the Gurukula or something like that.
Yeah, and they hear all the stories of their forefathers who've been all fighting. That's the story they hear from the very beginning.
Okay, that's interesting. Thank you.
War stories. Remember, Abhimanyu was hearing even when he was in the womb. Okay, Mohini. I cannot hear.
Now you can hear?
Yeah.
Is Adharma present only in Kali Yuga or also in Satya Yuga, or is Adharma present only on the earth, which is Karma Kshetra, or also on Svargaloka and other realms like Mahaloka, Tapaloka, Janakaloka and Brahmaloka?
What is Adharma according to you? It's like some person?
No, I was thinking is...
No, what is it?
I was thinking...
What is Adharma?
Is this person personification of Kali?
I'm asking you what is Adharma. Now you're saying personification.
Adharma is the opposite of Dharma.
So what is it?
And Dharma means to act according to the injunction of the Shastra.
So you think in the other yogas everybody was just following injunction of Shastra? Nobody? All these Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they were in Kali Yuga or they were in Satyuga? Or Ravana? And this was Dwapar Yuga when we are reading. This much at least we know that this is Dwapar Yuga when Krishna came. So if Adharma is only in Kali Yuga, why he is coming in Dwapar Yuga?
Mm-hmm. So this understanding is correct, that Adharma is not following Shastra or Vedanta.
That is the correct understanding, that is the only understanding. What other understanding is there?
Okay, I was not sure that this understanding is correct. So this means that Gnostic philosophy like Jain and what is the other one? Jain and I don't remember. So these are adharmic philosophies.
Yes. If they are, it is not necessary that they are doing things against Shastras. Many things they are doing according to Shastra, even if they don't study Shastra. Sandeep.
So my question was that Krishna Chakravarti said that it is half, like the other half. So in which sense is it like, because in the previous chapter also Rupa was sent to Hastinapur, and before that also like he is come to Mathura. So that is it that in what sense is it half?
Half is probably not the right translation, but first part you can say. So obviously the first part is dealing with Rāsa-līlā. Just 1 or 2 chapters are just transforming. Now from Mathura he will move to Dwarka from here. So this is just a transit phase. 49th chapter if you want to see it, 48, 49. 47 was Uddhava coming to Braj. 48 he goes back. 49 he sends to Hastinapur. That is the only chapter you can say is not related with Braj. But now from here he moves to Dwarka. So that is Dwarka-līlā and this was Rāsa-līlā.
So another question from the previous class, like I did not attend, but I read and then Dhritarashtra is saying that from his conversation it seems he is fully aware that Krishna is Supreme Personality of God.
Yes.
So Krishna is the Supreme.
Yeah.
But then despite having that awareness, so what is the Vyanjan Priti that this attachment can be so strong that you even disregard Supreme?
Why you don't see it all around you? How many people know that Krishna is Supreme? You know? Everybody here knows? Yes or no? You know or you don't know? So that is the Vyanjana Vritti. Instead of saying this, that you are like that, it says Dhritarashtra is like that. Such people don't understand it. It's all about us. We know Krishna is Supreme, but do we follow? We find excuses not to follow. As he was giving excuse.
We are trying, but then he is not even trying. He did not even call Duryodhana to console him or something like that.
Well, if you argue with him, he will give a better argument. Now because I am asking you, so you are saying you are trying, he will also have an argument. So Shastra is very gently telling us so that we don't become upset and stop reading it. Okay.
Did I hear well when Mohini said that Jainism is adharmic? Did I hear that well?
Jainism is adharmic, that's what he was saying. Yeah, if you see from the point of view of the, depend what you define adharmic. If you say anything which goes against Shastra is adharmic, yes, then yes. But then I said that not all their activities are adharmic because they also follow certain things even if they don't study Vedas, which are aligned because all dharmas have some teachings in them, even Christianity or thing which are aligned with the Vedic teachings. So that part is not adharmic. That's acceptable. Okay, anything else?